iPlayer. Now, from hunting wallabies to hunting celebrities, a new website being launched next week which allows people to track the movements of famous people online. JustSpotted.com plots on a map the exact location of where a famous person was last seen. There we go, there's Cheryl Cole. It gets the information from all sorts of sources, including social network sites like Twitter, and the idea has provoked a storm of protests from some people in the celebrity world who don't like the idea of being tracked in that way. Well, Richard Hillgrove runs a public relations company and Neil Sean is an entertainment journalist, and they've both come to talk us through with this morning. Good morning, thanks for coming in. I don't think we're tracking you. Richard, tell me, what is it you're not liking this?
The problem with it is the celebrity industry has worked with publicists and people tipping off paparazzi, and when a celebrity goes into a restaurant, there's a bit of theatre like the Ivy, and it's all very fine. With this, it's the power to the people, and all of a sudden, people with their smartphone device, Google Android or iPhone, can upload information to this website. They're not saying that it's about this just yet, but that's where it's heading, and that's why there's a storm of controversy. Because essentially, celebrities can be followed dropping off kids at school, tracking coordinates, and I don't think any celebrity banked on that when they went into the game, basically.
Neil, what do you think? Should celebrities be worried?
You see, you've been tracking the wallabies, so, you know, they were having a small time, and now you've got to expose them. They'll be on Spotted probably next week. No, I actually obviously completely disagree in this, because it's a double-sided coin, and the sort of clients that Richard represents, I don't really think this is going to be an issue. However, I think if you are a reality TV person, or say something like Demi Moore, who's forever telling us what she's up to, even though we don't want to know, then these people will always, get this sort of exposure. But I think it works for some PRs in a lot of their favour, because you can imagine that if you've got a book to flog, or you've got an album to put out or something like that, and you say, this person's going to be here at this time signing, you can get a bigger audience than you could possibly get.
I think the key point is that what Neil is saying is right to a point, and aggregating all the information of social networks, like Stephen Fry puts information out on Twitter and all these people, whereabouts, publicists don't mind. I mean, the president of Venezuela has 200 people tweeting for him. So it's an industry. The PRs are onto it. It's when it goes that step further that it's causing trouble for the celebrity. And already Twitter are distancing themselves from Just Spotted, having already stated previously that they would work with a previous incarnation of this called Hot Hose, or Fire Hose, I think it was called. Now it's turned into this, and Twitter's going, all right, enough's enough. Now, if the celebrity industry, the publicists turn their back on this, and the advertisers turn their back on this, there's going to be no money to promote this, and things. I mean, people can upload where celebrities are onto Facebook.
And it's already in magazines and that kind of thing, spotted columns and that sort of thing. But Richard, I just wonder, as a PR man, you may not do it for your clients, but the PR industry has used the media to get coverage, hasn't it, over many years? Isn't this just a logical extension of what you guys started? So
what you're saying is it's now payback, and we're going to set a pack of wolves on the celebrities, and they deserve everything they get. But I mean, a lot of celebrities don't want to be tracked to private locations. They don't want their children's school known. I mean, the worst case in point will be front cover News of the World, Wayne Rooney, indiscretion, 10 million readers, and someone saying where in Tesco's he's shopping. And you can have a situation where piles of people, a vigilante situation happen. I mean, just a few days ago, Jordan had eggs thrown at her because someone saw her go into an Indian restaurant in West Sussex, happened to see her go off into the restaurant off the street. What's going to happen when there's 600 people waiting outside the restaurant for her because someone has uploaded it off their smartphone with a picture attached to it? And that is where the only real sex appeal of this website is the opportunity to do just that. It's not about gossip.
Neil, where do you draw the line? What is a no-go area?
Right? Jordan is continually filmed for her reality shows, so obviously you go with a camera, that attracts attention.
Yeah, but if she doesn't want to be filmed, she says, don't film me now. In this case, she can't say no, can she?
Well, the bottom line is that the sort of things that they will be reporting won't be that interesting anyway. I mean, you're going to have, what, Amanda Holden spotted in High Street, so what? So I kind of think that, it's great hype for these people, but the bottom line is, if you're a real celebrity, say someone like Madonna, you know, I've seen Madonna out and about on Oxford Street, but the bottom line is, she's so incognito that you don't notice it. If you suddenly get out of a car with dark glasses, as I'm sure you arrive at TV Centre every morning like that, then, you know, the bottom line...
I don't wear dark glasses for any other reason than dark rings under my eyes.
What's the point?
Neil's missing the whole point, because he thinks this is still attached to one of these sort of gossip websites where he'll type away a little interesting story just spotted. The actual mechanism is the heat sensor-like tracking of celebrities' every move. So they're basically being stalked, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
You think it's stalking?
Well, it is stalking, because one of the previous websites which still exists is called Stalker. Gawker Stalker, and then I know George Clooney told all of the fans to put out disinformation and say false sightings everywhere, bombard the site, so everything on the site is uncredible.
Which will happen with this, because, you know, if the public are running it...
So what's your point then?
So the point is, what I'm saying is, you know, you're getting all hot and bothered because you don't get paid for these plugs, and the bottom line is that these people can just roll out anything. I could go on there and say, I've just spotted you leaving this, and you're now going into whatever for a burger or something. Who really cares? It's kind of like one of those things, unless it's written down by the celebrity, and there's plenty of them dishing it out on websites and Twitter.
He's quite nihilistic, isn't he?
Richard, Neil, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.
I can guarantee
Richard
if you
Hillgrove.
said I was going in anywhere for a burger, nobody would care. You're absolutely right. But thank you very much indeed for coming in. That brings us almost to the end of breakfast.